Welcome. This is the Surreal Times Dinners, a living ritual, an installation, a shared meal in uncanny times. It begins with a table, a candle, a plate, a pause. You're invited to sit, witness, and wonder. The first dinner was held on Tuesday, January 21st, the day after Trump's second inauguration. It was quiet, intentional, two strangers at a table, invited into an act of radical presence. Each Tuesday evening, a couple of guests arrive in Conway, Massachusetts. We eat, we talk, we make art. The dinners are intimate and moving, part archive, part alchemy. Our conversations orbit hope, action, gardens, and grief. There's no fixed script, only a willingness to show up, to be seen, to listen, and to let something unfold. Guests come dressed however they wish. Some arrive as their alter egos, some bring flowers or wine, and others bring a story they haven't told out loud in years. Because in surreal times, ordinary dinners won't do. Because growing community is not a luxury, it's essential. Because art is sometimes the only thing that makes sense. Like many creatives after the election, I entered an existential existence that made me question. My maternal grandmother was named Aspasia. She was a guest at Judy Chicago's dinner party, a work that shaped my feminist imagination. I set the table with her in mind, a Medic woman of Athens, not a citizen, not enslaved, but something in between, always navigating. Dolly and Gayla hosted wild dinners in 1970s Paris. Gertrude Pape published a secret surrealist journal from her flat during the Nazi occupation. This is all part of the same lineage. History often begins in kitchens. On March 21st, 1924, the Harlem Renaissance began with a dinner. My project echoes that lineage, a belief in small gatherings with big consequences. Personal storytelling is a form of cultural survival. Through shared meals, we remember who we are, who we've been, and who we might still become. Surrealism reminds us logic isn't the only lens. It teaches us to see sideways, to make magic from the mundane. Surrealism as resistance means refusing categorization, refusing erasure, refusing the roles history have scripted for us. I often think of Remedios Varo, Leonora Carrington, and Caddy Horner, friends and surrealists whose creativity bloomed at the kitchen table in the 1940s in Mexico City. To sit at a table in real time is radical. To eat with strangers is an act of faith. To slow down enough to taste, to notice, to share. This is the work. The 21st century is a cascade of rupture. Pandemics, ecological griefs, contested truths. We are living through history again and again in a fragmented time. As an herbalist, I see this era as marked by separation from self, from land, from each other. These dinners are a slow medicine, a gathering of what has been fractured. The visual work that accompanies the dinners is made of fragments, clouds, branches, ghosted photographs. Each image is a micro prayer. Each one is part of the ritual. A living archive. What we say, what we make, what we remember together, it becomes part of an archive, a tender reliquary of this moment, an oral history stitched with wild threads. Amid ruin, we talk of gardens, the quiet return of green, small actions, big imaginings, resilience rooted in compost, conversation, and collaborations. This is a practice of presence, of repair, a commitment to begin again and again with food, with play, with beauty, with absurdity. You are invited to bring your whole self, to taste, to wonder, to remember. In surreal times, let's gather around a table and make something strange and beautiful together.